Hope you are doing well and staying safe at home. Today I am here for explaining the topic refraction in the glass slab. You have already got the study material regarding refraction. Now this one I told you to learn from the book, but I thought that you need a little bit explanation for this. Now this one is the glass slab ABCD, which is rectangular. By mistake I have written is C. This is a rectangular glass slab. Now light is entering from here. This is the light entering. So this one is my incident ray. PO is the incident ray and this one is the normal, MN. Now what is the normal? It is just a perpendicular line drawn on the surface AB. Okay, this angle is incident angle. Now as we know that this one is air and this one is glass. Glass is optically denser than air. So when the ray of light entering inside the glass, it will be bent away from the normal. It is bending away from the normal. So the ray is moving in this direction. Inside the glass slab, the ray is OO dash. This angle is refracted angle. I have given the name as R1. Now again at this surface, that is the interface of glass and air, the ray is emerging out from the glass slab. Again this one is my normal M dash N dash. When it is coming out, then again it is bending away from the normal because air is optically lighter medium than glass. When light enters from optically denser to lighter medium, it bends away from the normal. I have given this angle as R2 and this one I have taken as E, that is emergent angle. Now one thing is very clear from the picture that if there would not be the glass slab, the light ray would have gone through this way, this path. But now due to the glass slab, first it is coming here, then bending, again bending away from the normal. Now the emergent ray, that is O dash Q, and this one is parallel to each other. If I give a name here, S and T, so this ST and O dash Q is parallel to each other. From the figure it is clear that they are parallel to each other, but how to prove that they are parallel to each other? For that I will do some calculation here. According to Snell's law, refractive index of glass with respect to air, it is equal to sin I by sin R1. You know it very well. This is also equal to refractive index of glass by refractive index of air. Now this one is refractive index of glass with respect to vacuum or air. This one is refractive index of air with respect to vacuum. Now by cross multiplying this, what I am getting? This refractive index of air into sin I equal to refractive index of glass into sin R1. This one I have seen from when the light is entering from air to glass, that is refractive index of glass with respect to air. Now, if I consider this ray of light, it is also entering the glass slab from air. So at this point, my refractive index with respect of glass with respect to air will be what? It will be sin E by sin R2. Here this one is incident angle and this one is refracted angle. Now from the figure it is clear that it is a rectangle. In a rectangle, AB is parallel to CD. Now this one is the transversal, that is OO transversal. So I can say R1 equal to R2 because they are alternate angles. If R1 equal to R2, instead of R2, I can put here R1. So my equation is becoming sin E by sin R1. Now by cross multiply, this is again equal to refractive index of glass by refractive index of air. By cross multiplying, what I am going to get? Refractive index of air into sin E equal to refractive index of glass into sin R1. This is one equation and this is one equation. Now this one and this one is equal. That is, this one is known as nu. Nu means refractive index. Nu G sin R1, nu G sin R1 are equal. So I can consider these two equations are equal. If these two equations are equal, then I can write refractive index of air into sin I equal to refractive index of air into sin E. This I can write as this equation and this equation are equal. Now if I cancel these two, what I am going to get? I am going to get sin I equal to sin E. From here I can say angle I equal to angle E. This angle I is equal to angle E. If angle I and angle E are equal, then that means I can say that as this is rectangular slab, this one and this one parallel line, this angle and this angle is equal. So this ray and this ray, they are parallel to each other. My conclusion is PO parallel to O dash Q. This one I am able to prove. You can get this question as when there is refraction occurring in a glass slab, then prove that incident ray is parallel to the emergent ray. From the figure it is very much clear that this one is parallel to this one. But mathematically I have to prove in this way. So I can prove that this line, that is PO, is parallel to O dash Q. This is very important. Now I hope you can do it well. Till if you have any difficulty, you can ask me in your WhatsApp group or you can write me. Thank you very much.